Very good evening, everyone. Welcome everyone to the My Story session with TiE, Pune today. My job here today is to introduce you to TiE and introduce TiE to you. And after that, we'll have the My Story session with Mr. Arun Nathani. And then we'll have a vote of thanks, and then we'll ask you to fill up a feedback form, and then you can all go home. All right, so I think the last session we had was probably a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of things have happened since then. We've had the arrival and departure of Ganpati Bappa. We've also had the arrival of iOS 7, and probably we'll see a departure happening with that also very soon, based on the feedback so far. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly run you through a couple of slides that talk about TiE. That will give you a better understanding of who we are, what we do, and how you can be part of TiE. All right? So TiE is basically the world's largest non-profit organization for entrepreneurs, and we foster entrepreneurship through advocacy, assistance, and awareness. It was started in 1992 by entrepreneurs of Indian origin like Mr. Vinod Khosla and Mr. Kanwal Rekhi, and our focus has been to nurture entrepreneurs of the current generation and the next generation. At present, we are in 17 countries. We have a little over 60 chapters and 15,000 members and growing at a steady pace. So as I mentioned earlier, the TiE in this entrepreneurs fosters entrepreneurship through mentoring, networking, and inspiration. Now the session we are attending today is the My Story session. It's a very good example of all these three attributes coming together. So when you listen to the story of Mr. Arun Nathani, you'll definitely get some mentoring. You got a chance to network before the session started, and hopefully you leave inspired. Right? We do a variety of programs. One of them is the TiECon, which is again the world's largest professional and networking conference for entrepreneurs. We had our first TiECon in Pune at the end of March, which was very, very well attended. We had extremely eminent speakers like Mr. Narayan Murthy, Mahesh Murthy, and many others who were at that forum. I'd like to have a quick show of hands. How many of you attended that particular TiECon? Okay, that's a decent number. That's very good. While we are doing the quick show of hands, another question. How many of you are here for the very first time attending anything to do with TiE? Well, that's a much bigger crowd. So that means what I'm doing here is actually going to be useful. It's not going to be the same people listening to me all over again, over the last few months. So we have a variety of programs, as I mentioned earlier. We have the My Story session, the one you're attending today. We try to do this every alternate Friday at this very venue. And then we have successful entrepreneurs who come here, share their story with us. We also have mentoring sessions where you get a chance to meet successful entrepreneurs in a one-to-one session where you can discuss your business idea with them, and they can give you, feedback on what you can go to the next level. Then we have interactive breakfast sessions, which are held, I think, every alternate Thursday at a place called Grub Shop, which is again one of the members who runs it, and excellent food. And that's a session that's extremely interactive. Unlike this one, I think here you get a chance to interact towards the end when the QA round happens. And we have a variety of topics that we cover in those sessions as well. Then we do a number of training workshops. Those are full day or half day workshops. Again, we cover a bunch of topics there. And then we have other events like the business plan competition and some other events that we do with our ecosystem partners. So what I'll do now is I'll just go into further detail about all these 5 different programs that we run. So talk about My Story sessions. We've had about 30 sessions so far, since April 2012. And we've had a variety of formats for those particular sessions. We've had first generation entrepreneurs. We've had entrepreneurs who inherited the business from their previous generations. We've had the Puneri brands, and so on and so forth. So we've had a little over 2,500 attendees, including you, that who have attended those events. And you can go back and check our Facebook and YouTube page for videos and photographs from those previous sessions. Now here is a list of speakers that have been at our My Story sessions. There is a notion with TiE that TiE is all about technology and technology and what else? Electronics and stuff like that. So as you can see from this listing, we have companies like Goli Vada Pav and who have probably nothing to do with technology, who've also been part of TiE. In fact, before I got associated with TiE, I always thought the T in TiE stood for technology and I stood for information and E stood for entrepreneurship. So I was completely wrong now that I know. Now let's move on to talk about interactive breakfast sessions. As I said, we've had a number of those. It happens at 8:30 in the morning, which is something I cannot attend anymore because I have a 9-month-old baby. But earlier I used to. I was very regular at these events. So again, we've had a number of topics that we've covered during those sessions. Setting up business in the US, data-driven marketing, publishing your blog, values that work, holistic leadership, a variety of them, right? We also do a bunch of other activities like the TiE International Business Plan Competition. We finished one very successfully last year where we had about 15 entries and 20 members from the TiE ecosystem participated. They mentored those teams and some of them went on to the next round and so we do it with Rice University in the US, which is the prize money for this particular competition is probably one of the highest as far as the business plan competitions go. And we've just launched the next version of that particular competition now, and now we are going to various business schools in and around Pune to talk about this particular competition. So if there are any business school students in the crowd today, please do get in touch with us after this session and we'll give you information about how you can participate in that particular competition. Right? And then we also do a bunch of workshops that I talked about. These are the topics that we typically cover. It's around selling, business models, art and science of presentation. And then we have a number of new initiatives. We started an initiative purely for women, the Stree Shakti Women Entrepreneurs Forum. And we also have our very successful Nurture program, which was launched last year. And we are about to finish the second round of the Nurture program. And we've already started taking applications for the next round. So if you are a new startup or you're struggling to go to the next level, I would highly recommend that you definitely get in touch with us after this session and fill out, I think it's a pretty lengthy form that you fill out to qualify for that particular Nurture program. But it's been extremely successful for the companies who participated. They were able to take their business plan from one level to the next. Besides the Nurture program, we also have the TiE Pune mentoring program. So here, as I said earlier, you get a chance to meet with a successful entrepreneur on a one-to-one level. You can discuss your ideas with them and they can help you, solve your business problem and help you go to the next level. So we've got an email address there where you can send an email, with your request for us to set up a meeting, with you and a successful entrepreneur. I don't know how many of you know this, but TiE recently, or rather TiE Pune recently won the best turnaround award among 61 chapters across the globe, which is a huge deal. I think when I started, so I can see a lady if you were connected to TiE Pune probably more than a year ago, you would know where we are today. It's a huge difference. When I started attending these events, we used to hardly have an event probably once a month, and now we have an event lined up pretty much every week. So I think that's a huge success for us, and I think thanks to Vishwas and his team and Ankur. I think with that, I finish my part for today's evening. I'd like to invite you to become part of TiE. There are various ways that you can connect. Do join our mailing list so we can keep you aware of the next program that's coming up. And there is a phone number, email address that you could use to connect with us. So with that, I'd like to invite Vishwas on the stage to welcome our guest.
All right. Good evening, Arun. Good evening, everyone. Great to see so many people here, as always. Entrepreneurs, wannabe entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs. All of us, have a very tough week always, and we are all here for what I like to call the protein shake for inspiration and energy. And I just hope I'm instrumental in making sure that we unravel Arun's journey from where he started